is usually spanking is when you hit a kid on the butt, because typically that's the most cushioned area, so it doesn't hurt as much as getting hit in the face. Great. That's just a fact. Right? I'm not trying to say.
No need to keep going. So we got it. Right. Hitting on the butt, you would define as spanking. Now, can you please define abuse for me?
Well, I've seen my sister get hit on the ground multiple times with her face.
I don't need anecdotes. What I would like, please, is a definition.
That's not spanking. That's abuse. Abuse is physically harming your kid, more than just a little sting on the butt. Harming your kid where they're bleeding or black and blue, and
more than just a little pat on the butt.
No, I'm not saying a pat. I'm saying it leaves marks. Like abuse is leaving.
Why is leaving marks the standard, do you think?
Why is leaving marks the standard? Because it's bodily harm. It's like getting if you get hit in the chest and break your ribs.
I'll tell you. So leaving marks means that other people will see it. That's why leaving marks is the standard, because other people will see it. And oftentimes spanking on the butt was popularized because, like you said, it's more padded and usually it's covered, which means that even if you leave marks on the butt, nobody will know.
Also, how is hitting a child not violent?
Violence, like, is it physical? Yes, but I would say violence is more than just being physical. Like, being physical is one thing.
So then violence is hitting somebody is not violence?
So if you spank somebody on the butt at work, is it violence?
No.
What is it?
What is violence? Violence.
No. What is spanking? What is spanking somebody? If I spank somebody on the butt at work for doing something I don't like, what is it?
Assault, because you're touching them.
What is assault? Is assault not violence?
No, not all the time.
Wow.
Okay, so what is violence then? Can you define it? Because I don't think you have an understanding of what violence is.
A violent crime would be robbery or murder,
not a violent
for example.
Crime. I'm asking you about violence. I'm not talking about crimes.
Violence in general would be excessive physicality, like being excessive with
I don't think you have a good understanding.
It's more than just touching somebody.
Okay, so violence is behavioral involving physical force intended to hurt, damage, or unalive somebody or something. So when we're talking about spanking, you define that as hitting on the butt, and hitting would be defined as using physical force intended to hurt.
But it's not intended to hurt all the time, right? Like you can. So
then, what is the intention of spanking? If not to induce hurt or physical harm onto a child, then what is the intent of spanking?
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna switch a little bit to pushing, because
what I would like you to do, please, is answer my question.
Yeah.
Okay, I think you guys think that striking something is violent because it's. I mean, first of all, it sounds bad.
What I asked you,
and second of all,
let's not move the goalpost here. What I asked you to do, please, is explain to me what the intent of spanking is, if not to hurt the child.
Like I said, it's to discipline a child.
In what way?
Right, and.
So how does it discipline them if it's not hurting them?
What do you mean? How does it discipline them if it's not hurting them?
Yeah, how is it a form of discipline if not to induce pain or to make the child hurt?
What does spanking do that helps them understand that they're being disciplined if it's not hurting them? How is it discipline?
Like I said, it teaches kids that they're not untouchable.
How does it teach them that? Because you touch them? It's just touching, and you touching them all of a sudden teaches them that? Because I could hug a kid, right? Is that teaching them that they're quote-unquote untouchable? No. There's a violent action happening in spanking. Like, let's be honest, right? There's a violent action that is associated with harm. And that's how you're deciding to discipline them, is to associate something with harm. If they do this action, I'm going to hurt them in response so that they won't do it again because they know I'll hurt them if they do it. Right?
Yeah, I mean, I agree that like just touching like or hugging them, is could be touching them, but there's also different ways of touching people, right? Like if you're touching like if you're like that's a soft gesture. Like hugging is a soft gesture.
We're asking you how, if spanking does not hurt them, how is it enforcing discipline? In what way are we enforcing? Because I agree there are other ways to discipline kids without hurting them. But can you explain how spanking is reinforcing one of those other ways? And which way it is?
How spanking is enforcing a different type of discipline other than talking?
That isn't hurting. Isn't physical harm.
I don't think spanking is physical harm.
What is it? What
then
kind of
discipline? Explain to me what it is. What is the intent when you are hitting a child? If not to make them feel pain, what is the intent?
Yeah, what's the intent? The discipline.
I see. I don't see that the intent of spanking a child.
Then tell me what it is. Then tell me what it is. I've asked you now multiple times to tell me why you would hit a child if not to cause pain, and you haven't given me an answer. So if there is another reason to hit somebody without inducing pain, then tell me what that is.
Okay, like I've said multiple times already, that when you're spanking a child, you're not spanking them to cause them physical harm.
Then why?
You're doing it for a disciplinary action.
That's what it is. How is it discipline if it doesn't hurt them?
Why do you think that they're always trying to hurt kids by hitting them?
Can you answer the fucking question?
Can you answer?
I am. You guys are just deflecting that it's already abuse.
No. You're answering with a question. I'm asking you to explain to me how spanking is disciplinary if it isn't there, if you're not using it to hurt them as discipline. What kind of discipline are you enforcing there? Please explain. Don't ask a question. Don't deflect. Tell me how spanking is a form of discipline and what form that is if it's not to hurt the child.
Spanking to discipline your child is, first of all, a shock for
what
children.
Kind of discipline?
Okay, what are the different kinds of discipline?
I really don't think you're this dumb. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think you're this dumb. I think you realize how stupid what you're saying sounds, and you don't want to respond. So like when we ask you a question and you just continue to respond with another question or deflect, it's showing that either A, you realize that what you're saying is wrong, or B, you're just not intelligent enough to have this conversation. And I don't know which of the two it is. I'm hoping it's the earlier one and we can at least understand that what you're saying is wrong and that the only intent you would have for hitting a child is to induce pain. But if not, then maybe we need to move on.
Yep.
Yeah, I think we're just on different pages of it. I feel as though
no, don't give me that bullshit because I hate the deflection. You're not explaining to me what type of discipline spanking is, and all I'm asking, I feel like it's a fairly simple question. All I'm asking you is what type of discipline is spanking? It's not.
Okay, I'm just gonna respond to Nate first. Like I was saying, I feel as though we're on different.
Because you don't want to answer my question.
No, I don't, because if I'm being honest,
you're deflecting.
I'm just gonna be honest. I like I'm saying, I think we're on different pages, and I think that you're sounding very ignorant to me because I feel as though this conversation.
Oh my god!
No, just hold on.
Tell me what type of discipline it is. You're sounding very ignorant when you can't even explain what type of discipline spanking is, because let me just talk for a second, actually. You know that the answer is that it's violence. You know that the answer is that it's physical harm. That's the type of discipline that spanking is. And you know that. And you don't have a way to answer it without saying that. And that's the problem here, is that you know that we're right, and you have no way to get around it, so you're deflecting over and over and over again in any way that you can, and then you're going to claim that we're the ones who are ignorant, and you're going to claim all of this shit to gaslight us and agree to disagree and all the bullshit people say when they know they're wrong, and then you're going to leave because you're a scared little bitch.
No, okay. First of all, I'm not going to leave because I actually like having this discussion.
We're not having a discussion though. That's the problem.
Hold on, because you're not letting me talk. You're not letting me.
Trust me.
Over and over and over
Trust
again.
me, we are, and the reason that we're asking you the same question over and over and over again is because you still haven't answered it. And like, if you want to have a conversation, that it would be required for you then to respond when we ask you something, or it's not a conversation. You're just up here to monologue. So like, you're saying you're enjoying the conversation, but I think what you mean is you enjoy hearing yourself talk about random shit that's not related to what we're talking about.
Preach.
Okay. So I feel as though I'm trying to explain.
You're not.
And okay, that's fine. That's fine. I don't really care if you care how I feel. All I'm trying to say is that you guys like when.
Can you just answer one of the questions? Like maybe that would help.
Okay.
If you would just answer our questions for once instead of deflecting, that would help. Because
I'm not trying
like
to
you're
deflect.
doing this.
What I'm trying to do is reword so that you guys understand where my mind's coming from.
Look,
that's
my guy, I don't need
to
to understand your fucking mind. What I need you to do is answer the fucking question. And like, if you can't answer the question, then it's very clear that you know you're wrong. So like, which is it here?
That's not how conversations work at all. When you explain things with certain backgrounds.
Really? So how does a conversation work then? Because last I checked, the way a conversation worked is one party says something, the other party responds to what they said, and that continues. And so far, we have not done that here. Because every time that you say something, we respond. And then we ask you something, and you do not respond to what we're saying. You are responding to yourself. You are literally having a conversation with yourself at this point. You're not having a conversation with us.
Not every conversation is a simple yes or no.
I'm not asking for a yes or no. What I'm asking you, though, is to answer the fucking question. Whether that's with a sentence, whether that's with a word, I really don't care. Just answer the fucking question.
Yeah, we're just asking you to respond to the questions we're asking instead of deflecting. I don't think that's too much to ask in a simple conversation, like you said.
Like if we ask you for a definition, just answer that.
I've never had listen. I'm gonna be honest. Like I have a very young child, and even he can answer questions easier than this. I don't know why this is so difficult for you to answer a question. I don't know if it's an intelligence issue. I don't know if you just can't admit that you're wrong. I'm really struggling here to understand why it's so difficult for you to answer a question.
All right, whether I'm wrong or not, it is what it is. But the whole conversation thing, of course, you're going to understand what your kid is saying because you're the one that taught your kid that, so they're going to give you the answers that you taught them.
Can you answer the question then? Let's go back to the conversation because that's what you were saying, right?
Spanking.
Yeah,
yes,
so the question,
spanking is abuse.
So let me ask the question again. So the question was, what form of discipline, and I'll try to give you a chance to answer, but please answer the direct question, right? What form of discipline is spanking? What kind of discipline are you enforcing when you spank a child?
Okay, I don't know if you need to reword it or not, but like, here's the thing. When you're telling your kid something or putting them on the staircase like timeout.
I literally fucking cannot. Is spanking physical or not? Is spanking physical or not?
Yes, but it's not.
Okay, is the intent of spanking to induce harm?
No.
Okay, then what is the intent of spanking? What is the physical intent of spanking if not to induce harm? Is it to show love?
Yes.
Shut up.
Oh, okay. So you show love by hitting somebody.
How is that love? What the fuck?
No. Yes. Here's the thing. If you're trying to teach somebody something, that is
no or yes. Do you show love by hitting somebody? So if I came up to you and I started hitting you, would that show you that I love you?
No.
Let me ask you a question.
So then how then would a child interpret you hitting them as you showing them that you love them?
Yeah.
Because I think it's being generalized. I think if me and you were out on the street, right?
What?
And there was just I'm just giving an example, right? And
I don't want an example. Stop with your fucking examples. Just answer the question. Like, you're just up here wasting time with your fucking examples. What I want to know is, how is a child supposed to know that you hitting them is showing them love? Because no adult would think that you hitting them is showing them love.
Because as they grow and they learn that it's wrong to do something because you spanked them, they understand that it was love the entire time, and you're trying not to cause them harm. You're trying to show them.
So then why is it then that I was spanked as a child, and I actually despised the person who spanked me, and I never once thought that he loved me?
I don't know. I was spanked, and I love the people who spanked me.
Amazing, and I love that for you, but I don't think that was because they spanked you. If you were in a room with the people that are your parents, and the only interaction you had with them was them hitting you, would you then think that they loved you?
Yeah, I was spanked by my parents. Yeah, all the time.
I'm sorry. Is that the question that I asked you?
I'm sure you failed a lot of tests in school.
Let me restate the question one more time. If the only time you interacted with your parents was them hitting you, you did not conversate with them, you did not have discussions with them, you did not talk to them, you did nothing of the sorts. The only thing that you did was you walked into a room with your parents, they would hit you, and they would leave. Would you then say, okay, they really love me?
Oh, no, not at all. In that sense, not at all.
Right, exactly. So spanking does not show love. Spanking does not show a sign of you loving somebody. What spanking does is it harms the child. The intent of spanking is to induce pain to the child so that the child is now fearful. It has nothing to do with showing love. It is all about inducing pain. And if you truly believe that spanking shows love, then that right there is evidence of the trauma that you endured from spanking. If you think that somebody has to hit you in order to love you, that is trauma from spanking. And if you don't think that you had trauma from spanking, you, sir, are incorrect, because that right there is the trauma.
Please leave.
Sorry, I was just preparing for something. Yeah, so off that, I don't agree with that. I don't think that being hit constantly, if that's your only interaction with your parents, no, not at all. I agree with you there. Not at all is that showing love. But if there's a healthy balance between how,
so then you have to concede then that spanking itself does not show love. If spanking alone does not show that you love somebody, if hitting someone alone does not show that you love them, then you cannot sit here and say that the action of hitting someone is showing love. Because you've admitted that if you were only spanked, if you were only hit by someone, it would not show that you love them. So then we can't sit here and say that spanking is showing love.
But neither does talking, though. Like, if you only just have empty conversation with somebody, that doesn't show love either. Like, if that's your only interaction is your parent going hi, bye, that doesn't show love.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Great. I'm so glad we moved the goalpost yet again.
Oh my god, dude, you are dense. Oh my god, this is so fucking stupid. It's cold conversation. Oh man.
I just think kids need conversation to learn things, and also
I agree, but they don't need to be fucking abused.
Yeah, I agree. They don't need to be abused.
Great.
At all.
So then don't hit your fucking kids.
Like, again, I don't think spanking is abuse.
So you think you should hit your kids?
Abusing them? No. Spanking them? Yes.
So, yes or no, do you think you should hit your kids?
Spanking? Yes.
Yes or no? Do you think you should hit your kids? Because when you came in here, you defined spanking to me as hitting on the butt. So you yourself defined spanking as hitting. So do you think that you should hit your kids? Yes or no?
Yes. Well, if you think I'm just gonna, start pulling Mike Tyson moves on my kid, no, obviously not.
Oh, okay.
But
so it's okay to hit your kids as long as you have some kind of restraint and you don't actually unalive them.
it's like I said, abuse that isn't just unaliving. There is a line between.
I never fucking said it was. Oh my god.
I mean, you're getting there.
You are like, you must be a goddamn fucking, you must be a fucking scarecrow because you are strawmanning the shit out of this. Every fucking thing I say, you nitpick every little fucking thing and try to use that against you in an argument to suit you. And it's not fucking working because I'm way more intelligent than that. And you will not pull that shit with me. And if you want to sit here and try to advocate for hitting your own child, be my guest. But it's fucking disgusting. And if you truly don't think that you have trauma from being hit, then I think you need to look in the mirror.
I'm not saying I don't, but it's not from the spanking portion of being hit.
Yet you think it's okay.
That's what I'm saying. I don't have trauma from being spanked.
Mm-hmm. So it's okay because you don't think that you have trauma from being hit as a child or being spanked as a child or whatever form that you think didn't cause you trauma because it didn't affect you negatively according to you, which I disagree based on what you've been saying. But let's just say that it hasn't. Now, we do, in fact, have a lot of studies that show that it does have a lot of negative benefits, including stunting development, brain development in children. And yet you want to sit here and still say that it's okay. Why exactly? Why do you want to say that it's okay? Because it didn't affect you, so now you don't care if it affects anybody else? What is your reasoning?
I just wanted to ask.
Can you answer my question, please?
Answer the question?
All right, sorry, ask it again.
So, why is it then? Why is it that you are advocating for spanking knowing, and if you don't know, that's not on me because I have given you the fucking studies and you could have clearly taken the time before you got in here to research that. But if you don't have to believe me, you can look into those studies and they will show you all the negative effects of spanking, of which include trauma, of which include stunting brain development, of which include like physical fucking issues with children, which include not only development issues at a younger age, but as an adult as well, which can lead to trauma in relationships later on, which can lead to them then abusing their children. There are a lot of things that spanking can lead to. And why is it that even with all of those in mind, with all of those side effects of spanking in mind, why is it that you still think it's okay to hit a fucking child?
I doubt that spanking your kid, disciplining your kid, causes them to have developmental problems.
Have you looked up studies?
Traumas and
have you looked at the study?
I'm telling you, abuse does that. That's exactly what abuse does.
Have you looked at the studies that specifically relate to spanking, though? Like the spanking, first of all, spanking is abuse. So when you say I'm telling you abuse does that, that's synonymous to me. But anyway, besides the point, right? If you looked at the studies that specifically relate to spanking, or are you just saying, I doubt it, while we're telling you that we've looked at these specific studies?
And I've literally given you the studies. Like, you can look at them right now.
No, I haven't looked at the studies.
So well, do you want to do that before you want to make these claims that it doesn't
I'll
do
look
that?
At the studies. Yeah, I'll look at the studies.
Okay, and when you do look at the studies and you find that it does lead to these things, will you continue to advocate for hitting your child?
It depends what the studies say, right? So I'll take a look at these studies.
If they say that that spanking has a negative impact,
not necessarily.
You wouldn't stop hitting your kid even if the studies say that spanking has a negative impact.
There's studies on everything. There's studies on.
So what you're saying is no matter what
studies
we have, you're going to deny them?
I'm not saying
So
I'm
it
going
doesn't
to
matter.
deny or accept them. What I'm
So
saying
it
is
doesn't
I'm
matter.
gonna
Yeah,
read
I
the
want to ask
studies.
you a question. So you said you experienced abuse and that the trauma that you have is not associated with abuse. Can you explain to me how you've for sure understand that the trauma that you have is not related to spanking, but is specifically related to the other abuse you have? Can you explain to me how you determined that?
How did I determine that?
Yeah, because I also was spanked and I also had abuse beyond spanking. And so I'm just curious, like for my own experience, how would you determine whether the trauma that you have specifically relates to the other abuse and not to the spanking? How can you determine that?
That how do I determine that it's from abuse and not
From
from
other
spanking?
abuse and
Is what
not
you're
just from,
asking?
and not, it's not anything to do with the spanking. The spanking is completely not a part of the trauma. Yeah. How did you determine that? I'm just curious so that I could possibly determine that for myself.
Well, okay. I think that most of the healing process, like all of it, is all focused on the abuse side of things. I don't feel as if spanking is any part of that. Like being disciplined as a kid is any
Yeah,
part of
I'm
that. I think
sorry. Again,
all
you're
of it's
not
the abuse.
answering the fucking question. Can you please explain how you know that the trauma that you have is not due to the spanking?
How do I know it's not due to the spanking? I guess you would never know, right? Unless you
It's interesting
unless
because you
this work
said that
unless
though. So you did say that.
unless my
You said the trauma you had
yeah.
was not due to spanking. But when we're asking you how you know, you're telling me that you don't know.
I guess we'll find out. Like if the healing process works, right? Then I guess that will be
What?
the
What
answer.
are you
So
talking
what
about?
healing process specifically, if you don't mind sharing?
Do you not think people should be healing from trauma?
No, I do
Like you
think
think
so.
people
But
should just be
what kinds
walking
of
around and
things
not
are
healing from
what?
it?
No, I do agree that people should be. What kinds of things, if you don't mind sharing, what kinds of things are you going through to process your trauma and to heal from it? Are you doing like therapy or anything like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So in your therapy, when it relates to specifically trauma, do you not talk at all about being spanked?
No, it doesn't come to mind, to be honest, at all.
Do you think it's possible that it might come up in your healing process?
You know what? Actually, because of this, I think I'm going to bring that up next time. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that might be good to
But
bring
it
up just
hasn't
to
been.
see. Yeah, I think that might be,
Yeah.
might be good to bring it up.
Yeah. I think I will. But to be honest, no. In the past, no, it hasn't come to my mind. It hasn't been brought up at all.
Yeah, the person who's working with you, I was more so curious if the person who was working with you had brought it up, but it sounds like it's more so led by you, which would make sense. So.
Yeah.
Are we done? Can we please be done? Please.
Can I just read you something from Harvard?
Oh no.
Elijah.
Sorry. Sorry. Intrusive thoughts.
Preschool and school age children and even adults who have been spanked are more likely to develop anxiety and depression disorders or have more difficulties engaging positively in schools and skills of regulation, which we know are necessary to be successful in educational settings. So, like, even with that data that we have, why would you risk corporal punishment towards your children? Draco.
That's a good question. I guess why would you risk that, right?
I mean,
wouldn't.
I don't think you should, but that's what you're
I wouldn't at
advocating
all.
for. So we're curious why you think that it would be okay to risk that.
I guess I don't know. That would be a good question to consider, right?
Right. And so it should be on you to find any studies that show that there are positive effects of spanking because there are none.
Yeah.
Great.
Bye.
I actually want to hear Elijah's part on this because you haven't said anything.
Eli is not interested in talking to you. I'm gonna be honest.
You're not engaging in the conversation. So what do you want me to talk about? Like you haven't even listened to Peachy or Nate. So like I agree with what they're telling you
said
and asking.
anything.
Yeah, because you're fucking stupid. So what's it to say?
And okay, and your proof of you being intelligent
what you want me to
is where?
say? What do you want me to say? Like what? What do you want me to say? Don't
anything.
hit your kids. Like what else do you want me to say?
Yeah, anything. Say anything. Anything that we've talked about. I just want to hear you add on to this, other than being like, okay, bye, and being a rude person. Like at least Nate and Peachy are willing to engage in the conversation.
I don't care.
Yeah, but you're not. Right. And like, you know what the most rude thing is to hit your fucking kids. Let's be honest here. So like, if you want to complain about Eli being rude, maybe you need to again look in the fucking mirror, my guy.
No,
like,
I mean,
what do you want me to say? Like, can you tell?
Here's the thing, right? Despite like Nate and Peachy, despite you guys disagreeing with me, I'm fine with that. But the fact that Eli has said nothing except okay bye, like that's just a rude conversation.
I don't care.
Nobody asked you to fucking engage in the conversation with Eli. If you don't want to talk to Eli, you don't have to talk to Eli. Nobody is sitting here forcing you to talk to Eli.
What do you want me to say to you?
Reggie came in here and was more willing.
Okay, then don't fucking talk to Eli. Let's move on. Is there anything else you'd like to talk about?
The other topic.
No, can we talk?
Oh my god!
No more topics with you. I don't want to hear nothing you have to say anymore.
Let me be honest. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to take the time to actually look into these studies, and I want you to do your research on this topic. Before we move on, and let's keep it fresh in your brain. Go take the time to do the research. If you have any questions, if you have any concerns, you're welcome to come back. But I don't want to sit here and just keep going through different shit. Let's focus on this for right now, okay?
I would invite you on my live, but no thanks.
To me, this is far more important than the top topic, because you should not be hitting a fucking child at all. And I think that is far more important than discussing anything else. So, take the time, do the research. At that point, if you'd like to come back and have an actual discussion, we can. But I'm not going to move on to another topic.
All right, I'm going to take up your offer there. Give me a source, and I'm going to go read it right now, and then I'll be back.
Okay, so again, there's a Harvard study. It's called, give me 1 second here.
The effects of spanking on the brain.
Thank you.
And then there's a PubMed one. That's the consequences of corporal punishment. That's also really good.
Okay, thanks, Reggie. I just followed you, Nate, so I'm going to go read those, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right, appreciate the conversation, Nate and Peachy and Reggie.
Yep.
All right, thanks for the conversation.
Yep.
Bye, loser.
Take care, guys.
Bye, loser.
Eli, goddamn.
Not Eli.
Yeah.
Say everybody's name. One by one.
I don't care. Like, I don't know what you wanted me to say. Like, I agree with everything everyone else is saying. So, what you want me to add more stuff?
Right? Like, you were just gonna say the same shit, but probably call him a dummy too.
Exactly. Like, I'll be nice if you want to be nice, but he was just being an idiot. So,
just answer. If you come up here, just answer our questions. That would be amazing. I would just love if you just directly answer the questions. That's all I'm asking.
Yeah.
Eli's looking for Mills.
like I said, I would invite him on my live and we could actually talk if he really wants to hear everything I want to say, but I don't really want to talk to you, so no thanks.
Deadass.
Just a reminder, guys, I am looking for opposition. If you are not opposition, please hop out of the box. If you are, go ahead and request. Everyone else, please continue to tap that screen. Let's get up to 30K likes and 100 shares, please. Just click share, copy link. I'd appreciate it. The more likes and shares we have, the more people we can get in here, which means the more opposition. Also, since it's been a while since I've seen you guys, some of you might have subs that need redoed. Just a reminder, if you want to continue to have access to the Discord, you will need to make sure you have an active subscription so that we can keep it a safe space. So if your sub did expire, please make sure you renew that so you don't lose your benefits, as well as the custom emotes and the sub-only chats at the end of the lives. Appreciate it. Anyway, how's everyone? How's it going?
Oh man, I don't even know.
Mood.
I try to be nice, but it's just like I don't know. I really do. I really try my hardest.
That was you trying to be nice.
I really do. That's why I wasn't talking. Like literally, that's why I let you and Peachy do it because I was trying to be nice because everything I had to say was like either echoing what you guys already said or it would have been an insult. So, I just let you guys handle it, and people like that just want me to be like a echo to y'all. Like
It's fine. It's fine.
Eli, I wish
when you would say something different inside with him or some shit.
yeah, I don't know what I'm like thinking here. Like, what do you want me to say? Like.
Now we have to stop with all the Harry Pooter digs. I don't get it.
Eli, I was surprised to see you in my live this morning. I thought you'd be sleeping off the spicy water.
Oh no.
Hi, Lindsay.
I was up until like 7 actually. I didn't even fall right asleep. And then I woke up at I only got like 3 hours. Yeah.
Yuck.
And then I was bored, so I went live.
I have no idea what time I went to bed, but I woke up at like 3 p.m.
Oh damn. I can't sleep that late in the afternoon.
Yeah, me neither. Jesus Christ.
I mean, I went to sleep at like, it's probably like, I don't even fucking know.
My body hates me. It doesn't let me do that. I wish sometimes I do, but it doesn't let me.
Oh, Draco Malfoy from Harry Potter. I mean, I didn't make any Draco Malfoy comments.
You can go cry to somebody else. I don't care.
Oh, you guys were. I mean, like, I'd rather talk to Draco Malfoy. I'm just saying. Peachy, how is your potato?
Oh my god, literally the best thing ever, every single time. I don't understand.
What do you put in it?
So basically, so it's twice baked potatoes. So what you do is you like bake potatoes and then you scoop out like the insides and make you like cut them in half and then you scoop out the inside so you make little like potato boats. And so I mix the inside of the potato with like sour cream, milk, butter, salt, pepper, seasoned salt, green onions, bacon, cheese. I think that's all the things. And then mix all that together and make like basically a mashed potato mixture with a bunch of shit in it. And then I scoop it back into the potatoes. And then I put more cheese, like shredded cheese on top, like cheddar jack. And then bake it so that it's like a little crispy on top. And then I put green onions on it.
I'm going to be honest, everything sounded really good except seasoned salt. I have a very high
You don't like seasoned salt?
To seasoned salt. I feel like seasoned salt is like the YT person seasoning.
So I use Lawry's, which is like the not YT person version. But I feel that's just what the recipe I have uses, but you could leave that part out.
Listen,
Cap
on what?
Yeah, which part?
Lawry's seasoned salt pass. No.
Lawry's is not a YT people thing though, typically. I don't know. Eli can weigh in on this.
Nope.
But all the non-YT people I know usually have it. So
salt is too spicy for Nate. Listen, I use my pink Himalayan rock salt. It's quite pleasing to the palate.
So I do use salt and pepper, and then I also use seasoning salt. But it's basically what I did was I took like a recipe and then I made it better in all the ways that I wanted it to be better. But the seasoned salt was part of it already. So, and I didn't hate it, so I left it.
Any recipe that has seasoned salt, that's a pass.
So what do you use to season your food, Nate, if it's not seasoned salt?
Salt, pink Himalayan rock salt. And,
yeah, I have that too.
And I like I use a peppercorn medley. It's like black peppercorns and green peppercorns and red peppercorns. You grind that all up, and then just like fresh herbs.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I don't cook a lot, so that's part of my issue.
I have a little indoor herb garden where I grow my different herbs. I got basil, rosemary, thyme.
If we talk about food more, but Hole will show up.
Hole's been quiet today. I haven't seen him around.
Hole's taking a break.
I do like Himalayan, so yeah.
Hole's taking a break.
Where are the other folks? What other folks?
Feel that.
Garlic powder, onion powder, smoked paprika. Oh my god, not the garlic powder. Listen, I use garlic powder. I'm not gonna lie, but I hate myself for it.
What's wrong with garlic powder?
It's just the easy way out.
Yeah, like use the fresh garlic. It's better.
The garlic powder can be good. Like when I make, I like to make just like cut up cauliflower and just cover that shit in like salt, pepper, garlic powder, and onion powder, and then just like and oil and just bake it. That's just so good.
Norma.
Spicy salt mixing Himalayan and table salt. What the spicy salt, dog?
You want me with high blood pressure? Ew.
Wait, what?
Spicy salt ain't a thing.
She said, "Do I salt my chicken tenders?"
Chicken tenders are salty already.
I mean, yeah, because there's usually salt in the breading.
Well, I know that, but not more on top.
Yeah, tag me in it, dog.
Listen, that's how I feel when I eat a salted soft pretzel. Like, why is there so much fucking salt? Like, I don't know.
But it's so good, even though it's so
like those ones at the mall. No, the ones at the mall we had were just like ridiculously salty. Like
I literally sat there, and Reggie can attest to this. I sat there and I fucking scraped all the fucking salt off of that
I'll
pretzel.
do that too. I do that too because they put too much salt.
And they complain the whole time.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I scraped it all off and it was still too salty.
So salty. Yep. Yeah. It's all buttery and salty and yeah. You salt your crackers? What the fuck?
Norma, are you okay?
Norma!
Jesus Christ.
Don't crackers already have salt?
Yeah.
Yeah, what crackers are you eating? What the fuck?
She gets like the salt-free crackers just to salt them.
She puts her own salt on her crackers. Somebody said, "Do you have pots for real?"
She gets headaches a lot. All that salt.
If she has pots, that would make sense. Actually, I love salt.
So for dinner, I made like this sushi like bake kind of thing. It was really good. You just make like the rice and then you make like a crab salad kind of thing with like crab and then the QP mayo and green onions, and then you eat it with like seaweed and rice, and it's really good. That's what I had.
Like imitation
and lots
crab
of
or
sriracha.
real crab?
I mean, if you have real crab, then get real crab. But I made it with
crab that has crab in it.
Oh my god! I feel like they're different vibes though. Like for a recipe to call for imitation crab, if you were to put regular crab in it, it would be weird. Like it has to be like they're two totally different things. Like imitation crab is nowhere near real crab, so like they're not really.
What is it, like pollock? It's some kind of fish, right?
Yeah, it's a white fish. It can be different types of white fish. I forget what the most popular one is. It might be pollock, but it can be like any white fish. I think there's different white fishes that they use.
What is the crab that your mom eats, Nate, on her crab pizzas has crab in it, just like the one my mom eats because they eat the same one. We've discussed this. It has crab in it.
Yeah, well,
the crab pizza.
The fucking crab pizza. That shit is disgusting.
I told my mom about that, and I'm pretty sure she was even appalled, which is hilarious.
Yeah, it's so weird. Like I would get home, like I would just be chilling there, and like my mom would get home from work, and I'd like be making my own food, because like that's what I did. And
cook. Your moms can't cook.
And she also only eats gluten-free food, which I can.
Oh yeah.
So, nonetheless, so like I would make like I would most of the time be like done eating by the time she got home, or like I would already have my food like halfway done, and then she would get home. She's like, I'm gonna make dinner, and I'm like, okay. So I'm like making dinner, and I'm like, do you need the kitchen? She's like, no, I just need the toaster oven, and I'm like,
Oh
okay.
God.
Cool. And then I'd be like, what are you making? Oh, just crab pizza. And I'm like, what?
For dinner?
Just crab pizza? Yeah.
Oh
yeah,
my
and
God.
she'd pull her fucking frozen gluten-free tortilla out of the freezer that like is in this like individual fucking thing, and she'd pull that out, put that on the thing, put some shredded cheese, and it was like the weirdest fucking shredded cheese too. It was like, no, this is not even girl dinner. This is like psycho dinner. And then she would like put the shredded cheese on there, and then it was like fucking cheddar cheese or something like random as fuck. And then she would take the imitation crab in that pouch and just break it up and put it on the pizza. No fucking seasoning.
What?
Nothing. No sauce.
None?
No sauce. No fucking seasonings. Just
Sounds about
cheese.
right.
Right. Sounds
Cheese
about right.
and imitation crab. And I'm just like, what the fuck?
That sounds so awful.
I have a very important question for Eli and Peachy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, not for me?
So,
okay.
What? Well, because I know your answer. So those round, like, bread things that you eat for breakfast, what are those called?
Bagels?
You usually put, like, what is it?
Bagels?
Oh
Eli,
my God.
how do you say it?
Bagels?
Does Peachy say it like me?
Bagels?
Yes, she does.
I mean, we were born in the same state, so.
No, but Nate doesn't hear it. Please say it. Paige,
it's because of the A part of it, right? The
Yeah.
Short vowel.
Bagels.
Or like the bagels.
Bagels.
Right? I don't say bagels, but I say bagels.
It's bagels.
Bagels.
Yeah, bagels.
Bagels.
But Nate and I were born in the same state, and I grew up there a little bit, so we would have similar ways of saying certain things.
It's not like they just don't. They emphasize the bagels, and they didn't hear it like the whole time.
Bagels, though. It's bagels.
Bagels.
Say it, Nate.
Say it again.
Bagels.
Yeah, we don't say it the same.
Yeah.
You say
Nate
bagels.
definitely says bag.
It's bagels. Like you say bagels. Bagels.
Well, somebody told me to say it. I don't remember if it was Reggie or somebody else. Somebody told me to say it like a seagull, but at the bay. And I tried that, but then like I can't relate that to the food. I just think about birds. So
you have to say bagel. Like this bagel is so good. It's my bae. This piece of bread with cream cheese on it. It's my bae. So it's a bagel.
Cream cheese.
Fucking love that shit.
Cream cheese is
so good.
What's your favorite kind of cream cheese?
Blueberry lemon.
Blueberry lemon.
Mm-hmm.
That was so fucking random and bougie at the same time.
It was bougie. Don't ask me.
Bougie. It's like a Walmart brand. Like what?
Blueberry lemon. I have never in my life seen that combination of fucking cream cheese.
Well, I'm sorry that you haven't experienced.
There's like four main types of cream cheese. You got the plain, you got the veggie, you got the blueberry, and then you got the onion and chive.
There's strawberry also.
All right, fine. We'll say strawberry.
I think there's more than that too.
And
those
the
are
salmon
like the
one.
main ones. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm just weird though because I only like the plain one.
What?
What's the brand again?
What was that, Eli?
What's that brand again? It comes in a gray container.
Philadelphia.
Yeah. What?
The fact that you couldn't remember the brand. Yeah.
Well, he's from Philadelphia. Well, yeah, they're from Philadelphia. So.
No, I'm not.
Philadelphia. Well, but Philadelphia is the brand.
I'm not gonna say on here.
Oh,
The brand, like the main brand of bagel. Cream cheese, I mean. You've never had a bagel with cream cheese? What the fuck?
Ew.
Wait, what?
What do you eat them with?
I know
Holly.
people who
Jelly?
put butter on them.
Holly.
I mean, I put butter on them like if I don't have cream cheese, but
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just not, it's not even, it's a totally different experience.
Holly, please explain.
Anyway, for me, it's either the veggie or the onion and chive.
I like the plain one all the time. Avocado spread is fine, but I prefer real avocado on like avocado toast.
Though bagels, I'm the same way.
Stop saying bagels. What the
It's
fuck?
bagels.
Do you actually say it that way? Like, that's not a
Yeah.
joke. You said that like that on purpose, like not on purpose, but just that's how you say it.
Yeah.
I thought they were joking the whole.
I was
the
like
whole weekend.
offended just now. I was like, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
No.
You hear it though, right, Nate?
Yes,
Like you hear it.
Do you hear it, Nate?
I mean, I guess it doesn't sound
Say
wrong,
bagel.
though.
Like
Say
say
it.
bay.
Bay.
Go.
Bagel.
Bagel.
What the fuck?
Say it the way you normally say it. Nate, say it. Say it like you say it normally.
Bagel.
It's like an animal or
It's not
something.
like a grocery bag. It's not a grocery bag. It's not bagel. It's not a bag. It's bagel because it's bay, because bread is the best.
All right, listen. Anyway, I only like plain or onion.
Bagels. I like the plain ones and
Look at the
blueberry
kitty.
ones and the cinnamon raisin.
Ooh,
Cute.
that's nice.
Oh.
I can't
Wait,
draw.
where's Turnstile? I'm on withdrawal.
Let me see. I don't know. I don't know where either of my cats are right now. Let me see. He was in here earlier and I almost stepped on him. Let me go find him. Hold on.
I have withdrawal from Turnstile. I don't think this person is debating, but I'll let you in for a second because nobody's debating me. Hello?
Hi everyone.
Hi.
So,
I definitely did not mean to request. I super apologize. I was tapping the screen.
Oh,
But-
you're good. You're
But
good.
I guess I'm up here, so I just want to say hi and I love you all.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
coming up. Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
absolutely. I'll keep tapping
Bagel.
on the. It's bagel. Sorry, love you, Nate.
W Lauren. Let's go, Lauren.
Listen.
Can I ask a random question since we're talking about cream cheese, kind of?
Oh, God.
Yes.
Has anybody been to the Midwest and been to a house party of some sort and had the famous pickle cream cheese ham roll up?
Ew.
That sounds disgusting. And
I live in the Midwest and I would never.
Okay. See, thank you guys. I'm from Louisiana and got married and moved to Kansas. And then obviously because of that pickle got divorced and moved home. But
I mean, I'm going to be honest. It doesn't sound that bad.
it tastes like nothing. It tastes like nothing. Like salty nothing. But it was just too weird for me that I didn't. Oh, turnstile.
The meow.
Aww,
Oh, my God.
kitty.
I'm sorry. I have an addiction to animals.
He just meows randomly. He's just like, meow. Talk to me. Say something.
He's so little.
He is so little. No guy.
I'm gonna get a cat.
You should. Do you have any pets right now?
I do. I have a dog, and she's the best. But I'm not allowed to have cats. But pretty soon, I will be able to have a cat.
Let's do it anyway. Nobody will know.
Oh my god.
I don't know why his ears are like that. Like, what's going on?
Airplane
Anyway.
ears.
He's doing airplane ears for some reason.
Oh my god.
I don't know why he's doing that. I think it's because Toothless is like right over here too. Maybe. I don't know.
My bearded dragon is named Toothless.
Aww. Oh, baby.
Oh my
Small
god.
one.
My heart. I want your cat.
I know, he's in airplane mode. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Oh.
And he's gone. All right. Anyway, I'm sorry, Lauren. Were you asking me something?
No, that's okay. I was really just
Pickle.
being funny. It was about the pickle cream cheese ham roll up. But
yeah.
when I was in nursing school, there was a girl that would bring them all the time when we had to bring foods to class or whatever. And I can't get over it. It scarred my life.
That's so weird.
Understood. Yeah, I can't.
That was the thing
there.
she brought.
People just put anything together nowadays.
No,
The
but
whites.
apparently in Kansas it was like a thing. Like everybody made them for parties, and it was weird. But anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Billy says hi. She's asleep, and whenever she's asleep, she kicks her legs like that, shows everybody her cupcake, and just wants belly rubs.
Love that. Well, thanks for coming up.
No
Appreciate
problem. Love you all. Hope you have a
it.
good
Have a
weekend.
good one.
Bye.
I want some opposition. I should probably just add a comment to this, but whatever, it's fine. Yeah, maybe I'll do another reset.
Yeah, maybe if you, cause since you're doing another background, maybe.
Yeah. I might do another reset. Yeah, everyone's saying reset. I will do another reset. I will be right back. BRB, everybody.
All right, see you soon.
Hold on.
Oh.
No, never mind.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll be right back. Please, if you're not following me, please make sure you give me a follow so you can come back here. Everyone else, let's get ready to tap that screen when we come back so we can get up to 10K likes and 100 shares. And as we still haven't gotten to 100 shares yet, even on this live. So let's try and do that next time. Just a reminder, the more likes and shares we have, the more opposition we can bring in. So please make sure we're doing that when we get back. All you have to do is click share and copy link, and that will count as the share and bring some more people in. Appreciate you guys.